What's going on, fams?
I'm Bree.
And I'm Ninja, and this is Bree Ninja Network, episode 43. What it is.
I feel like you say 42 and 43 back to back.
No, this is 43. I said 42 last time, and you corrected me. It's 43.
Okay.
And, yeah, man.
NBA is back.
NBA is back. The season started this Tuesday, or last Tuesday.
And it's already a hot mess.
And boy, I'm talking about the opening games weren't like that exciting until I guess you watched the results of them.
I was so bored watching the Toronto. Who do they play?
Right.
New Orleans. I was so bored watching the Toronto New Orleans games. I was like, this should be an easy win. Zion's not playing. I'm ready for the Lakers versus Clippers game. And then next thing you know, Toronto and New Orleans going to overtime.
I feel like it only went to that point though because Toronto had to pull out all the stops, and me and Bree definitely agreed that if Zion's big bear dancing was on the floor, they wouldn't. It wouldn't even been that close. It wouldn't even went to overtime at all. Like it was
Zion,
Toronto pushing it out.
The number one pick and already injured. Got to go with Charles Barkley on that one. I think he needs to lose some weight.
I mean, I think it adds to, like I said, he can move and be big.
Powerful,
so that's just like one of his attributes. I don't know what's gonna happen,
big bear.
But his knee did, in preseason, like I want to say the week before the season started, and he's gonna be out for the next 6 weeks, unfortunately.
First they were like, oh, it's just a minor knee injury, and the next day it's like, oh, he has surgery.
He's tore when he did surgery, meniscus.
6 to 8 weeks.
It's unfortunate, but. I mean, New Orleans seems like they'll be doing pretty good still without him because they have a team of just young dudes.
Oh, New Orleans.
He
asked me earlier who would be contenders in the East other than the top two teams. New Orleans would be one. No,
New Orleans is, I feel like, once they get the chemistry together, or like I said, they have such a young team that, like I said, the roster, they gave a stat in the game where they're like, the team is like 19 to 21 years old. Like, if they stay together, they will be the best team in the East for like a dynasty if they stay together, because they could be like a 5 AAU team
in a couple years.
Professional. That's what I'm saying. They got a 19 to 20. That's crazy.
Which leads me to who I think is the best team in the East and who I think will come out of the East this year: the Greek Freak, Giannis.
I mean, they almost made it last year, but experience is what took him out. We spoke about it
this
here.
Is his
Experience in the Kawhis
is his year.
And
there's no one
the
else
Raptors
in the
organization in general is what kept them from that bucket. When they went 7 games.
This is his year that he has to do it because KD comes back next year.
I mean, I guess Giannis is. I don't think he's too worried about KD. They play
his contract's up next year, and he's actually thinking about leaving.
Who?
Giannis.
I mean,
he's like, you know how each year they start already talking about the off season, who's like the biggest one coming out for trade rumors, and apparently Giannis is the biggest one next summer.
I mean, it's usually the all-star. They can go anywhere they want to go. So I mean, he's definitely with the MVP that he won last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's putting up 30 buckets a game. Like it was even. Who did they play for the opener?
Houston. They beat Houston.
No, so they played Houston. It was a very explosive game. James didn't really play as well.
But he was getting frustrated.
Yeah,
Russ had a good game.
Russ had even though they lost because Milwaukee, like I said, did pull it out. They was busting. But
we watched the end of the game. We only caught the end of the game. We didn't watch the beginning, so I don't know how the starting lineup worked out and who ran point most of the game or how
I would say
chemistry. Because at the parts that we saw towards the end, Giannis was in foul trouble, so he was barely on the floor, and Russ was playing catch up, just trying to keep Houston.
We came in when it was the third quarter, and Russ pretty much played the entire third quarter, and I was confused because I guess. I thought that I told Bree that either means that he's going to play the rest of the game at this point, but I didn't know it was going to be with Harden. And it ended up, they did kind of bump heads, or not necessarily bump heads, like you could tell they were trying to figure each other out how their chemistry would be coming up when they're both on the floor. And, I mean, apparently we missed when they had like a little scuffle in the beginning of the game. They had some words. what is this? Some team? At the end of the day, they said it was a teammate stuff.
Like you said, chemistry. They just
I say it's still
play together, work together.
Referencing an old video, it's gonna be on D'Antoni. That's really what it's. How he coaches them. I was surprised to see them both on the floor at the same time, but how he coaches them is how determines how their season is gonna go for sure. For sure.
They're still one of my top picks.
Clippers still taking it all though. That's just their opening game against LA and their game against the Warriors kind of clarify where they stand because this is all without Paul George.
I'm not gonna lie.
By the way, who also got injured right before the season started.
If you remember, because the Toronto game went into overtime, they delayed the start of the LA game. So by the time they switched to the LA game, it was like 13-2 in the first quarter. And I was like, dang, Lakers are already blowing them out. And then by the time you get to the second quarter, I noticed, wait, Paul George is hurt? I'm going to bed. Like, this game should be over.
That's
Lakers
what she
playing,
thought.
blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they had me fooled. I woke up the next morning and saw Clippers win. I was like, what?
Bree, now, if you saw the roster that the Clippers have, when you see
their
deep roster that they have,
I was like, oh,
and Doc is just sitting chilling like, yo, yeah, this might be the year.
Which I didn't mind. I like Paul George and like I love Doc Rivers. Honestly, Doc Rivers is my favorite person on the team. I just have a lot of respect for him. Kawhi is he's a great player.
He's about to say
he's not someone who's like, oh my gosh, I love Kawhi Leonard.
I was watching the highlights and he just plays basketball so efficiently.
And sometimes you forget he's on the floor, like he blends in so well. He doesn't like stand out off.
He's not a razzle dazzle dude. He literally dribbles through the legs, jump shot, and it's like he still plays with that Spurs basic fundamental mentality.
So I didn't mind.
That's how you win championships.
Okay, Clippers are probably gonna be one of the top teams in the West this year too.
Nah, they're the squad.
But then
they took out LA and then they blew out the Warriors. I'm
not talking about the Warriors yet.
But that's how else could you bring up Patrick Beverly and it makes sense? Is when they blew out the Warriors.
I hate Patrick Beverly.
They blew out.
I am no longer rooting for the Clippers because of Patrick Beverly. He is disrespectful.
So the Clippers, or the Warriors, unfortunately, for their first opener in their new arena, by the way, had to face the Clippers after they just came off this rally against LA. And I guess it was a battle of California. I'm not a Warrior hater. I said in the previous videos I knew that they weren't going to be contenders this year, and I'm absolutely right because
it's just the second game.
It was like 20-0
game 2
in the first quarter, and it took D'Angelo Russell to come in and save the day. That is how you knew stuff was going off crazy from the beginning.
Today he only had 6 points,
and the Warriors was getting blown out 37-70 by a team that traded all their assets to Houston.
That's kind of sad, but still.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the new arena.
Now that D-Wade has retired, Steph Curry is my favorite player in the NBA. He was my second favorite player, but mine retired, so.
I'm definitely praying for Steph because I know this is.
I'm still rooting for Steph.
This is tough.
Even though I still have my money on Houston or
Klay Thompson getting disrespected by Charles on TV. It's crazy. No, he disrespected the whole Warriors.
No, Patrick Beverly disrespected the Warriors. Klay was put in an awkward situation. Charles was telling the truth. Like, they need someone to score.
To help, yeah.
But I also agree with Chris Bosh, which, by the way, all these NBA players trying to be commentators, I'm just over it. But anyways, Chris Bosh is a commentator. She should be supporting her boy. Who?
I told you, D-Wade just got a job.
Still.
And he was like...
He's retired. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Chris Bosh made a good point, though. It's like you still have the original three, Steph, Klay, and Dre, who won the first ring together. All you need is one. All you need is one good draft pick. With a lot of other pieces
like Harrison Barnes, Andre Iguodala, even Tall Bogut.
D'Angelo Russell.
They had a pretty good team.
They have their draft pick from last year. They just need one good draft pick next year. The Warriors are right back in.
Draymond's not gonna help get the scoring done. Who said 5, 12, 15 points? They need another one who can bust 40 like Klay Thompson. Honestly, they need someone. I don't think it's D'Angelo Russell. Steph definitely can't do it by himself. We need another 40-point buster like Klay, like KD, someone to take that role. Because if not, they're gonna might see a lot of 37s to 70. Oh my gosh, that was crazy to see at the half. No, I don't think Warriors might not make it this year.
Off the Warriors.
Utah Blazers. I gave y'all the list. That's going to be the West contenders. Denver, yes, the West is looking.
Wait, so you got both LA teams: Houston, Denver, Portland, Utah. That's 6.
I'm trying to tell you, Phoenix is hidden.
New Orleans is considered West, right?
I think so, even though they're all over here.
Yeah, which is stupid.
So yeah, boom.
I really think New Orleans. That's 7. You think the Suns are gonna make it? Number 8?
I said they're hidden.
You don't think Warriors would be 8?
I said 7 or 8, but like, another thing that's changed since the last time we did a video, they're pretty much saying that Klay's not coming back at all. Like they were saying All-Star break when we reported it the first time, it was All-Star break. Now they're saying not at all, and that's another reason why I'm like, if Klay don't come back, then I don't know how they're gonna get those enough games to stay in that. You gotta have in the Western Conference, you gotta have a lot of games to stay in that top 8, like a lot of games won, and
like 40 something, 50 something.
Yeah, it ain't the East. You get into 38.
The Atlanta Hawks.
Someone got in with like 38 wins. I'm like, that is trash.
Miami Heat.
The Knicks. Well, a couple teams have got in with some trash amount of wins in the East. Can't do that in the West. So I don't know. It's looking.
Speaking of the East, Detroit's not playing bad.
I mean, they got them, the Bulls. Who else? I haven't been looking at Boston, but I'm sure Boston still has. Even though they traded a couple of their guards.
Boston's the one to beat Toronto the second game.
I mean, I don't expect Toronto to win very much. They had, like I said, they had this pool together for that game. I guess you can say
the East has Toronto.
Even though that boy Van Fleet was going off. Well, he went off that first game.
I think he should be the starting point guard over Lowry. Lowry just does not impress me.
He's just kind of like the one who's been with the team.
If I was DeRozan, I'd be mad. I'm done.
But they gave him a 1-year contract extension. I feel like that says it all. So
that's my Patrick Beverly disrespecting the champions. I'm over here disrespecting Toronto.
What champions?
The Warriors.
Oh, they weren't champions this year. That's why I don't understand why he's taking shots anyways.
And why he claimed they cheated or ran over KD's gone, it's like they won without KD.
That I don't get is like if
that's
they
what he really
cheated,
mad.
But they still lost. So like I don't think they cheated. Like
exactly, he's ignorant.
I don't know, but off that, we just came from a Falcons game, so we didn't really want to talk too much. I mean about NFL and stuff, but our boy Matt Ryan honestly has gotten injured, unfortunately. And we saw the backup play for the first time today. And
they scored 20.
That was after he threw I'm going to say on his first or second drive. Man, just threw an interception. It was a pretty pass.
Right? It was a pretty pass, but you got to give the guy credit. It was a nice interception, too.
I mean,
that wasn't a bad play.
We went to see Russ, if we're being honest, especially since Matt.
Who is so tiny,
Matt's our only guy, and he's
Russ is like a toothpick.
Yeah, Russ but he moves. He can.
Very fast.
It's like and he can throw, and the rest of the team moves, and we saw that.
I know Sierra was in that place somewhere.
Roman came with us, isn't that crazy? We got some footage that we're gonna show you guys.
Let me know if y'all ever need advice bringing a baby to the game.
Yeah, I mean.
But hey, when you try to find a babysitter last minute, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's like, well, do we stay home because we'll have a babysitter, or do we go see the Seattle Seahawks for the first time?
Yeah, go see Russ play.
We go see Russ play. We go see the former champion.
Yeah, let's do that.
Made it happen.
He was the Roman had a blast as well. He was up there watching the game.
Behaved. He screamed a couple of times, and people looked at us crazy, like, who is a baby here? But made it work.
True. That's all we really wanted to say about the NFL. Just shout out to Matt Ryan. Hope you get better soon, man.
Matt Bryant, though.
Oh, and Matt Bryant, when a kicker I guess is not able to do his only job, and then
he missed it.
And then he came out of retirement to do this.
I feel bad for him.
I feel really bad.
People behind us, before the drive even started, they were like, Matt Bryant's gonna miss his kick on this drive. Bet money. And literally,
it blunt because it was only like a 20-30 yard field goal to get a land on the board, and not because it was 24-0 at the half. It could have been 24-3, but Matt Bryant missed the field goal, and we didn't cover this, but the previous week was against Green Bay, or he makes the extra point that lost in the game Dallas. Was it Dallas?
No.
Who was it? It was a team
It was a red team.
It was a team where they could have redeemed themselves, and I remember the score ended up being 32-33.
I know.
Because Matt Bryant,
the Cardinals or Buccaneers
missed the extra point, and it's just not been his year ever since.
That's why memory serves me.
I just, now that today they're definitely 1-7, the home team is not our team per se.
It's like you look at Arthur Blank and it's like, what you gonna do, dude? Like you got rid of one of the top receivers.
Dan Quinn is definitely.
You literally got rid of one of the top receivers. Probably the funniest thing I heard someone say the game today was, what's his name? Muhammad Sanu, whatever.
Sanu.
Yeah, like he won in the end. He went to sleep 1-6 and woke up 7-0.
That's how you do it, bro.
And about to get a championship race. It's not this year, next year.
Bad nightmares. Oh my gosh. Just shout out to Matt, man. Just hold it down,
what
bro.
What else are you gonna do? Blank.
Hold it down. And
speaking of Georgia,
speaking of hold it down, like we coming up on Florida ourselves. Everyone give us spirit fingers for this coming week, because
tell me how they ended up arguing. They were arguing about the Falcons Seahawks games to the group of people behind us started arguing about Georgia Florida. It's like, can we focus on one team at a time?
No, he was I think it was funny because he was kind of summing up our whole video from last week of just Georgia sports and the woes and worries of all that we got to go through.
I've never been inside the game. I'm gonna go one time this year.
Yeah, but either way, I mean, we're trying to win. What Florida is, so the rankings just came out as we're recording this video now. Because Notre Dame lost and Oklahoma lost somehow to an unranked team just like we did.
Jalen Hurts.
We got to go up in the rankings, and we're now 8, and Florida was, who were they?
Were they ranked top? They were ranked top.
They were ranked. That's what I'm saying. It's still going to be a good game, and we still got to take their spot. We can't lose to them. So it's a little bit.
I was just looking at the top 4 since that's all that matters nowadays.
But I'm saying we still can get a shot, especially if we, But if they beat us, they're going to the SEC championship. If they're going against Alabama, they might get stomped. And
sorry, Tony Ross.
If that's the case,
it's so funny.
Then Alabama's going to take that spot in the championship as most years, and they're not going to have much competition.
Maybe. I'm trying to find where I saw it. The 8 people.
I'm going to say it should just be.
I don't remember.
It doesn't matter.
Regardless,
Florida is above us. It's going to be.
There it is. Florida's
number 6. So there's 2 spots above us. It's going to be a hyper game. I can't.
Who plays for Utah?
LSU number 1. That's crazy.
I had no idea LSU went to number 1.
No, they fine. They've been beaten. They've been trying to relive the glory days for sure. The team that.
I'm actually rooting for Ohio State. Is that weird? I'm hoping it influences UGA when they start looking at.
If they see us,
I'm hoping they
I hope we take them out.
Get the hint for quarterbacks in the future.
They see us, I hope they get.
So I'm actually rooting for Ohio State.
But if they don't see us, sure, we can root for Ohio State on the side. But
But I had to bet money.
Oh Lord.
Just being honest.
But that's our sports wrap up. Make sure you guys like and share the video. Let's put that in the beginning. We can just cut this and put it in the front.
I'm not doing that.
You should do that. Like and share the video. And we have a little contest going on. There is no prize, but some people like to play this game with us because we like to dress up or whatever. But it's Halloween, so we're dressing up. And this year we're doing our first. We've done so many 2-pair costumes. This first year we have to do a triple. And I want you guys to guess what we did. Guess that outfit, man.
If you really know us, you will know what we're going to be this year.
At least this year. And if you really, really know us, you'll know what we'll be next year. I already know what we're going to be.
I don't even know what we would be next year.
I know, and I've told you. It's going to be great. But actually, no, wait till he's walking. He may have to walk for that one. We'll see. Y'all let us know.
He'll be walking next year. He'll be over like 15
I believe it.
He'll be like 15 months.
I know if I want him coherent of who he is. Okay?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But
okay.
Y'all can guess that one too, but for now, just guess this one. And yeah, leave it with that. Other than that, we will probably have a video of Halloween and how that went and some other fun stuff. Like some Florida junk.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wish I was looking forward to that game. Just like you said. Spirit fingers.
Spirit fingers, please give them to us. Alright, guys.
Rooting for Georgia. Oh, wait, so if we do win Florida, we would go above them in the top 10?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is actually important. Only because I want to say
and
the Sooners
represent the
lost.
SEC.
This is a little bit more important.
And we will represent the SEC East. So it actually is a really big, important game.
A little bit.
Oh.
It's been the first time that Georgia-Florida has been important, I want to say, in a while, because Florida's been trash for the last couple of years, and we've been average.
Now they just came about the woodwork.
And we've been average to mediocre for the last couple of years. So
forever.
Yeah, since Herschel Walker.
We'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.